Hello, everyone. Mark and I have enjoyed our Facebook sessions with you. For those of you who have joined our group more recently, we would like to reintroduce ourselves. Family Search is sponsored by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Mark and I serve as the tri-state area family history consultants with the purpose of helping everyone learn and enjoy family history. I also serve as the director of the Valley Forge Family History Center located in Broomall, Pennsylvania. If you have any questions or need extra help, feel free to email us at broomallfhc@gmail.com. The link is there listed under announcements. We're also posting these sessions on youtube.com on a playlist titled Family History in Greater Philadelphia. If you'd like to share these sessions with others and they are not on Facebook, feel free to share the YouTube link with them. The YouTube link is also posted in our announcements, as well as all past sessions that we have had on Facebook. Today, Mark is going to demonstrate how to use the audio features of the Memory app in Family Tree. It is especially easy to use with the FamilySearch Tree app. He briefly showed you how to use it in our last session. A scripture in Mosiah says, "Open your ears that you may hear, and your hearts that you may understand." As we apply this scripture to our lives, it will be a blessing to each of us to take time and listen to the older people in our lives and record their experiences. They've had life experiences that we have not had. We can learn by listening to them and by benefit from their examples of courage when things were difficult for them. It can open our hearts to compassion when we realize how they suffered. Our understanding of what we want and need to do in our own lives can be focused and clarified as we listen with our ears and understand with our hearts. So, Mark, help us today to learn a little bit more about how to use the audio feature.
Okay, can you share our screen, please? I'm going to be going to a series of slides, basically, to walk us through this technology today of audio recording in Family Search. We've titled our session, "Can You Remember the Voice of Your Grandmother?" Basically to help us start to think about, do we really remember the older folks in our lives and the memories we have with them? Well, today we want to share some fun ideas for capturing some audio memories of other people's lives in Family Search. First, I'll take you to a person's page in Family Search, and I'm on the Memories tab. You'll see that circled in red. You'll remember that in this category, we have photos, documents, stories, and audio. It's the audio portion that we're going to be focusing on today. You know, as Shelley mentioned, there are often older members in our family who believe that children, grandchildren really don't want to take time to hear their stories and their life experiences. Well, with this audio feature of Family Search, we can fix that. It's easy, it's short, and believe me, it's fun. I want to tell you about an experience, actually 3 experiences today. The first one was in March of 2019. My brother and I were visiting my mother and her husband, Dick, in their dining room. I've got a picture there of Dick, but I saw this odd picture of him posted on the window above their dining room table. Thought it was pretty funny, and so I asked them, "Well, why have you hung that picture there?" And Dick started to explain the picture and the story behind it, and I had the immediate impression that we should record him telling this story. So I'm just reminding you that it's on your phone. It's the Family Search Tree app. It's easy to get to. We mentioned it the other day, but we basically just pulled out our phone. My brother and I pulled out our phones so we could record the story that Dick was starting to tell us. It was about a cute song that his mother had taught him as a child. His mother's name was Grace May McDowell. I've taken a screenshot of her memories page on my phone with a few pictures of her. And as Dick started to tell this story, my brother opened up his Family Search Tree app and went directly to Dick's mother's page, Grace May McDowell, and he clicked on the Memories tab. Well, then we were prepared. We asked Dick just to hold on a second while we prepared the device, and we clicked the plus symbol in the bottom portion of that Memories page in the app. With this app, you can capture a story with just a few clicks. So I want to tell you about those clicks. So we opened up the Memories tab for Grace May McDowell. When we click that plus button, you'll see that we can add a document, write a story, record an audio, add a photo. So we clicked the record audio button. It brought up a quick screen to make sure that I was going to follow the guidelines that FamilySearch has given to us. We've reviewed those before. My brother clicked agree, and then that took us to this audio recording screenshot on the right. It prompts us with a few questions that you may want to ask if you're just perhaps interviewing someone, or you can go straight to begin recording. Well, that's where we were with Dick, sitting in their dining room, and we wanted to record this little story of Dick. So my brother clicked begin recording and held his phone towards Dick so he could start. Really, believe me, once you click that, you hit the start button, it's easy as pie, or like I say, it's a piece of cake, because once you click start, it starts recording. And once you're done, you click the pause or the stop button, and it'll show you how long that you were recording them for. So when we recorded that, we went back to Grace's page, and there you see on the bottom left, there's an audio file uploaded to her Memories tab, and we titled the memory Cold Tater. It was about a song that Dick sang that he was taught by his mother. So I want to play that little song for you here so you can hear actually this audio recording.
Okay, I'm giving you a song that I learned from my mother when I was a little kid, and she used to sing a lot of songs. This is probably because I was kind of puny, so I'm 84 now, and the song goes, chicken never did taste good with chicken on the, whoops, let's start that over. Taters never did taste good with chicken on the plate. That is why I see them just the same. That is why I look so bad and have such puny ways. My mother always said to me, Dickie, take an old tater and wait. Oh.
We had a lot of fun with that. Again, it lasted less than a minute. It demonstrated to Dick and my mother that we loved them and we cared for them, and it allowed us to capture a fun memory that we uploaded to his mother's page. So you'll see it uploaded to her Memories page. We gave it a title. Cold Tater was the name of the song, and if anyone else was included in the memory, we could type their name. So a fun first experience. Now I want to tell you about a second fun experience that I had. In June of 2016, I had the opportunity to visit Denmark, the country of my mother's maternal family. And when I heard other people speaking the Danish language all around me, I thought of those ancestors whom I never met. And so the thought came to me repeatedly that I needed to record some family history information in the Danish language. I had made several friends there in Denmark, and I wanted to engage one of them to bring a personal touch to some of this family history. I knew that my mother would remember her grandparents and her great grandparents' voices, and I felt that she would enjoy hearing their voices again in Danish. So my idea was to have a friend record the names of my ancestors by family, which is how my mother would remember hearing their names. So I printed off a copy of this family, my great grandfather, Peter Jorgen Benson, actually my great great grandfather, and a list of his family, his wife, and his children. And I enlisted my friend Charlotta Lisgard to read the names of this family as they would be spoken in Danish rather than in an American accent. So I pulled out my phone and gave her the list, and she began to read these names. I now want to play the recording I made of her doing that. I'll go back a slide so you can see the names that she's reading.
The family of Peter Jørgen Benson, husband, and Maren Kirstine Pedersen, wife, and children Hans Peter Christian Benson, Laurits Geo Benson, Axel Victor Alfred Benson, Clara Benson, Anna Benson, and Arthur Martin Benson.
when she did that and I was able to capture the pronunciations of those family names for history and capture it in FamilySearch, I was so thrilled and grateful for the help of my friend because it helped me record and preserve the language of my ancestors. I then called my mother and directed her to this page in FamilySearch and asked her to play the audio. And as she listened to the names of her ancestors, it brought back just a lot of very fond memories for her. So again, a fun way to capture a memory that will bless the lives of others. A related experience I had also in Denmark was with another friend, Henning Christensen. And with his help, I was able to take a copy of a Danish language obituary for my great great grandfather. And I had him translate that into English. And then together we read and recorded with the audio app this obituary. I read it first in English, and then my friend Henning recorded the obituary in Danish. And it was a wonderful way to, again, capture the ancestral language of my ancestors. So you'll see on Peter Jorgen Benson's page, I actually have 3 separate audio files here. The first one is the one that my friend Charlotta read to you, and then a couple of other ones. If you're interested in hearing what those sound like, come back to this presentation and capture the identifier number for my great great grandfather, and you can go to his page and listen to them yourself. But again, I was blessed by the help of some dear friends in Denmark to record these memories. Now I want to go to experience number 3, my third one. In 2018, we live in Media, Pennsylvania. Right down the hill from where we live is an old cemetery. It's called Hayti Cemetery, and it's a forgotten burial ground for African American Civil War veterans. There's an old sign posted up in the middle of the hill. You can see the picture at the bottom. It's on a hill among trees, and believe me, it gets covered with weeds and leaves, and if you were to drive by, very rarely would you even see it there. But I came across it one day, and as I began to investigate it, I thought I need to do some documentation of the people here in this cemetery. And so while I was sourcing and documenting the lives of the individuals buried in this cemetery, I learned about an old gentleman by the name of Samuel Hill. He was a lifelong neighbor of the cemetery. He was a passionate Christian man who attended a local Baptist church. Late in his life, a relative recorded an interview with him and posted it on YouTube. When I listened to it, I felt impressed to capture a portion of it to post on his person page in Family Tree. It is a clip of Samuel Hill singing one of his favorite hymns. It's titled, "Must Jesus Bear the Cross Alone?" I'm not going to play that video and audio for you today, but I've written Samuel's name and his identifier number down at the bottom, and would encourage you to go to his page in FamilySearch and listen to this song and hear the passion of this man. That's my third example, and I hope that the 3 of those will have given you a flavor of the blessings of using this app in FamilySearch to be alert to capture and record stories, memories, and the voices of older relatives. We'd even encourage you to capture your own life story in your own voice so that your grandchildren will remember you in this unique way. As a reminder, in FamilySearch, others can comment just below the audio memory, and you'll be notified when they do. And that's happened to me on more than one occasion. When I've added a memory to FamilySearch, I'll get a comment about the memory, either something that they remember associated with it or their gratitude for having it placed on FamilySearch. So that completes our tour. We hope you'll take opportunity to, again, make the most of this app. It's easy. If you've got an iPhone or an Android, pull it out at the quickest opportunity when you're visiting with people in your family. It will bless your life and theirs. We look forward to seeing you next week as we share some discovery family activities, the associated family search, and hope you'll enjoy that with us. We'll see you then. Bye.